Hi there, it's Lee here from Jolee Tablecloths. Here we are for our Saturday Sewing with Oilcloth social. Hope you're all safe and well. We're here at home this morning just to go through this. So just to give you a brief outline of what we're going to do this morning, Joanne, who is over there, is going to sew a couple of bags. It's the first time we've done this. We're not pretending to be professionals at doing Facebook Live videos. We're going to different trying a couple of different camera positions and see how we go from there. I'm going to be manning the computer. I will try and respond to any queries that you've got. If you can't see something or the angles are not quite right, just bear with us. Like I say, we're not claiming to be professional Facebook Livers. We just thought we'd do this for a bit of fun for you guys. We did the sewing classes last week. They went really well, but unfortunately due to what's going on at the moment, we obviously can't do those. So yeah, if you've got any queries, then please let me know. I will pass you over to Joanne shortly, and yeah, you'll mostly see her hands and hear her voice. So yes, I'm going to pass you over to Joanne now. Just bear with me 1 second while I spin this around. So, you're live.
Hi guys! Right, basically what we're going to do today is we're going to make a couple of bags. We did this one last week in class, and this is another makeup bag that I'm going to show you how to do. So straightforward, hopefully. Let's get it done. So what we're using is, can we see?
Yeah.
So we put these packs together, and basically I'm going to use the pack today so you can see exactly what's inside and how we do it. So Lee will tell you prices, sizes, stuff like that. We're just going to do the basic sewing today. So in the pack we have 5 pieces of oilcloth. So the nice decent sizes. Easily get bags out of these. This one's quite a big one actually. So nice big pieces there. That's 2. Another one there. 3, 4. We're going to do a variety of what did we say? We were just going to do a variety of
Just different designs. Yeah.
Also, we've got the template for the larger bag. So this is the template for this one. So that's that. And then we've got the template for the medium size bag. So that's that. And then we've also got the template for the little purse. Also, we're going to put in 1/2 metre of lining. You'll get loads out of this. It's a nice big piece, so you'll be able to line a couple of bags with those. I think we was going for plain colours, wasn't we, with the lining?
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah, we're just doing plain colours with the lining, but I forgot to bring it home. So also we get these. So in this, we've got 3 zips. Now I've gone for the longer zips because I think they're easier to cut down, and you could make different sized bags and stuff like that. So longer, for me anyway, I find it easier to sew with, but I'll show you how we do that. And then we get 5 of these wonder clips. These are brilliant for sewing with oilcloth. So I don't know whether you're aware, putting pins in oilcloth because it's coated fabric, it'll mark it so you'll get holes in it. So these clips are fantastic. I use them all the time. So you get 5 in there, and then we also get the D-ring. You don't have to use it on that, you can use it on any bag that you make, but it's in the pack. And then we get the roller foot, which is really easy to sew with oilcloth. So it just helps you. So it's got the rollers on the bottom.
Can I just grab that and put it closer to the camera?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap, while I'm making these bags, I'm going to alternate between the roller foot and the normal the normal foot on the machine, so you can see, you know, it's easy to take off, put on, and we'll just give it a go anyway. Right, so I need my wonder clips and my roller foot. Right, we might have to change the angle over now.
Do you want me to move it over there?
Firstly, can you still see? Well, let me move that. Right, firstly, I'm just going to plonk all this down there. So we're going to get a piece of your cloth. And then we're going to get, I'm going to do the medium size bag today. So, template on your cloth, and basically, can you see all right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're just going to clip it into position. And then basically we're just going to cut all around your template. So because we're trying to save a bit of time, I've got one that we prepared earlier. So we need obviously the front and the back out of the oilcloth, and then the same with the lining. So you want your front and your back with the lining, and then you should, I'm doing this size, aren't I? So these are ones that I've already cut out. So we've got front, back, lining, front and back. Dead easy. Right, now I'm going to move my machine. So we're going to get a zip. We're going to get our wonder clips. Are you all good? Can we see?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, now basically, so you've got your template, so it doesn't matter front, back. So what we're going to do is, get this out. So we're going to sew on this side. So this is going to be the top of your bag. So that's your top, and this is your bottom. So we're going to put it face up, and then we're going to get the zip. We're going to make sure that this opening end of the zip is at the bottom facing you. And then we're going to line it up. Can you see? Yeah, are we all right? So we're going to line, so you just got to remember that that bit is down there and we're facing the fabric. So the zip is facing. And then we're going to line it up there. This is where our clips come in. So we just put it in place. So you've basically got the end of the zip. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the end there. So it's like that. So you've got, yeah. And then we're going to do the same with the lining. So the same, face down, and it's just going to go like a sandwich. So you're going to have your zip in there. Yeah. And then we're going to sew. So with this, I'm going to do it with the roller foot thing. You don't need to do it with the roller foot because you've got fabric as well, but I'm just going to put it on anyway so you can see if it goes up. It will go up. There you go. So lots of people use zipper foots, which, yeah, that's fine as well. You can also use your zipper foot, but I'm just putting this on just to show you what it's like. So basically we're going to start at the very top, and we're just going to, if you can feel the lump there, you know, That's the side of the zip. So we're just going to do a couple of back stitches. And then we're going to sew all along right to the end. So just keep your fabric together, your clips will help. When you get to the end, and we're just going to do a couple of back stitches at the end. So we end up, we end up with it looking like this. So it needs, just to neaten it off a little bit, we're going to put a top stitch down there, if you can see on this one. So we've done a nice neat top stitch, so it just gives it a nice finish. So basically you get your lining, so the bottom and the top. With oilcloth is great because you can press down on it, because it's got a coating on it. It can leave a nice crease in it, and I just find it really easy to work with. So we'll just make sure that's nice and flat, and then we're going to do our top stitch. Now with the oilcloth, if you feel it's a bit stiff, just pull it from the back, just making sure your lining's all tucked in. Mine is a bit skew if you've noticed, but so they're a bit wobbly. So we've got, well, a squiggly nice neat seam. Right, so we're going to do the other side now. So again, so we're going to do this side of the zip. So we're going to put the fabric on the top again, so it's up to there. I'll just put a clip in there just for now. And then we're going to do it on that side as well. So the reason why I've gone for the longer zip, slightly longer, is because you can just move the puller out of the way. You know, it's not in the way down here or anything like that, it's just there. So we're going to line that up. So if you can just see, it's going to look like that. And then we're going to do exactly the same. Right, I'll swap this now, so you can see that you can use your normal zipper foot as well. So I'm just feeling for that lump. Make sure your zips all nice and level. Back stitch. And then we're going to do the top stitch on this side. So make sure when you're doing your top stitch, you've got your lining over there as well. Just give it a little bit of a pull, just to, so it's not going to pucker. And then that's, just bear in mind you've got to keep the lining, just keep it nice and flat. Butterfly. Right, now what we're going to do now is we're going to get your two top pieces, and we're just going to put them together like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to sew along here, and then we're going to leave these unstitched, and then we're going to go along here, leave, and then along down there. So I'm just going to put a couple of clips in just to keep it straight. So you don't have to worry if you're using a longer zip about keeping it open inside for when you're turning your bag around, because it's out of the way anyway. So, we're just going to start there. Try and flatten it down a bit, but it's not. It's really not. So, I'm just going to put my other. So, a couple of stitches, and we're going to go in 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch seam is one. So all the way down that side. Stitch. So we've done that one, and then we're going to do this one now. Can you see? Yeah? Down here. So we're leaving these open. We've got the seam, that's open, leave that one open, and then we're going to go down this seam, making sure your zip's out of the way. Now when we get to here, we're actually going to open the zip up. She says. So your zipper's in there now, and your bag's going to be open. And basically, you don't have to be perfect with this, just get them together, and then just straight out. Normally do a couple of back stitches here just to secure it, and then we're going to go and do the lining side now. So we're going to go down that seam again. So with the lining, we're going to go down this seam, we're going to leave these open, but this bit we're just going to sew, I'd say an inch and a half. So we're literally just going to do a little stitch there and then one on that side. So this is going to be open because that's where you're going to turn all your bag through. It's basically this bottom bit of your makeup bag, but you'll see in a minute when I've done it. So we've sewn there, leaving that open. So just a little, just show you with the tape measure. So I would say, yeah. That's plenty.
Was that about 2 inches?
Yeah, about an inch and a half, 2 inches. And then the same, so that's what we've just done there. So we're going to leave a nice big gap so we're not stitching anything here, and then we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. You don't have to measure it, you can if you want, but I just normally just judge it. And then we're going to just a little seam there. Huh? So you got a little bit there, and that's open. I'm going to turn it round. Remember, we're leaving these and we're just going to sew along here, and then it's going to meet that one that's already been sewn. So now you can just cut, as long as your zipper's inside, you can just chop the end of that off. So these bits now, what we've left open, we're gonna, let's see if we can do it which way, can you see okay? So we're gonna open them out like that. Now don't worry if they're all, you know, it's not perfect, it's fine. So these are going to be the bottom of your bag. So now this bit, you're making this, the flat bottom. So, and just to stop it from being really bulky, I normally fold one seam that way and one seam the opposite way, just to keep it nice and flat.
Can you show that again? I'll do it from this angle.
So I'm going to sew one, we're going to put one seam down that side and one down that side, just to flatten it out so it's not all bulky. Yeah, so you can get one of your clips to just secure that while you start doing your stitching. So if it's like that and it's not perfect, don't worry about it. Most of mine aren't. So we're going to sew right across there. One way, one the other. Doesn't matter which way is what. And right down to the so you do the same with all the other corners. So again, we pull it out like that. I'm just rushing a little bit just so you don't get in the bag, but obviously take your time, use your clips. And then the same with the lining ones, exactly the same. Again, don't worry if it's not perfect. You just want to close the seam. again on your other side. So it's from that to that.
Can everybody hear okay, by the way? Just to check we're not talking in silence.
Right, if you want, at this point, you're not to neaten anything up if they're, you know, a bit out. We can just cut these off, and with it being oilcloth and it's laminated, it's not going to fray. So I'm just going to chop that little bit off there. Just to neaten it up a little bit. You don't have to do this, but I'm just showing you. There. Now this is the fun bit, whether it's worked or not. So basically, so that gap that you've left, you're going to put your hand inside, and you're going to get your corners, push them in, and you're going to pull on the other side, and you're going to pull the bag through. So you're literally just going to turn it all the way. And then just push your corners out. And that one. Nearly there. Yeah, my zip isn't the best. So there. So now what we're left with inside, we've
Can you
still
just
got
show that again?
inside. So that's the piece that we left open. So we're just going to stitch this up now. So basically you're just going to just pinch it. Just took a 1/4 inch in. It's only the inside anyway, so 1/4 inch. You can use your clips. I find this much quicker than using pins. Just to keep it in place while you put it under the machine. And then we're just going to sew that seam up now. So you can just see. You see? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to stitch this seam up. And voila, we have a bag. Now on these, you can use any zip, you don't have to use the zips in the packs, you can get your own zip, but sometimes on these, because they're quite small, you can put a little bit of ribbon, so just sort of poke it through. You can just poke a little bit of ribbon through the end of the zip, and then you've just got something to like that. But there's your makeup bag. Yeah. Now the next one that we're going to do, what's my bits, is this little pouch.
If anybody's got any ideas what to do with them, this was a debate last week in our class as to they're brilliant, but nobody's quite sure what to do with them. But They're really good.
I'm using mine as a doggy treat bag at the moment. I've got loads. So yeah, they're great little projects for the kids while they're off school now. So easy to do, and with these packs you could make loads of these. It's tiny bit of fabric that you need, but in the pack you've got the template, and that is the size that you need to make these. So what I'll do is, you know how to cut it out. So basically here's one that I've cut out. So I've just gone around the template and we end up with this. So zip. Right, I've put we've put in the long zips in the bags just in case you want to use it for anything else. Now I know it seems like a big waste, all this zip. So basically you get your piece like that, you get your zip closed, again face to face, and then we're just going to put it on that seam there, and then we're going to get this end and we're going to fold it over to the other side, so it's like that. So your zips tucked in there, face down, and then we're just going to sew along that seam. So 1/4 inch. Use a smaller zip, it's fine. Also, now we're going to do this tab. Now I've cut one out before, I'm just trying to save time. So all the measurements will be on.
They're in the pack.
They're in the pack.
Yeah.
So this is roughly 4 inches by, let me just double check. Yeah, it's roughly 4 inches by 1.5. So basically, we fold it in half and just use your fingers, or with oilcloth I like to use the back of the scissors because you get a nice crease there. And then you fold that side to there, that side to there, and then over again. And then we're just going to put a seam down that. And for this, I'm going to use my roller foot.
I'm just going to come over that side.
So just because it's so we're just going to do a little seam, keep it all closed. If you find it sticking a little bit, just move it up forward, and then it should just take it. There you go. Now, I have to think. So, I did this last week in class. And I was helped. What have I done with this? No. Live TV. Right, we'll have to do that bit again. Right, I'm going to do this really quick. So we don't fold them both. I did mess that up, didn't I? I did this last week. These bags are very easy to do, honestly. So basically, ignore that. So we've sewn down there, so it's like that. And then what we're doing is we're bringing this over to that side of the zip. So you've got one on each side. Okay? Whoops. And then we're going to stitch it down. So just ignore my nice bit there. So now, so it's like this. You see in there? Yep. So you can do your top stitching on there as well, like what we did on the makeup bag, but I'm not going to do it today. So it's basically just sewing down again. So now we've got the tab. We're going to fold it in half. And we're going to put this tab, so we've got the end of the zip, and we're going to put it inside like that. You see? So your tab's in there. Just keep it there in place. And now we're going to sew, make sure your end of your zip's out the way. We're just going to sew down this seam here. All the way down. So your tab's in there, can you see? So that's going down. Let's say about 1.5 inches in. So I'm going over the tab now. So I normally just do back stitches just to secure it a bit more, and straight down to the bottom. So now we're gonna, can you see there? I'm gonna move the zipper inside now. So the bag's going to be open. But what we're going to do, can you see?
Yeah.
Instead of sewing it like that, we want the pyramid shape. So we're going to turn it the opposite way. You want to keep your zip up. It'll be easy for you to keep your zip up while you're doing this. While I can see. So it's going to go that way. So we've gone that way, and now we're going to go that way. Yeah. Just make sure your zip's inside. Well, if you find you're not sure where to angle it, put a little bit of a seam in there, and then you know you've got the centre. So we're going to sew, as you see. Just pop a clip on to keep it in place. And then we're going to stitch all the way down. Using a bigger zip, you can just chop that off. And then again with the other makeup bag, just neaten. And then we're just going to pull it through. So just get the corners and pop them through.
Hi Lorraine, the video will stay on Facebook. We're going to try and put some instructions together without making them too confusing. But yeah, the video will be on our Facebook page for good. Hope that helps.
And there we go. So in the pack, you get your D-ring. So with these, you put it down to the bottom, and I normally like to just put a little stitch there, so it's not all over the place. So that's basically just a little back stitch. And there's your bag. Another dog bag for me.
The bag with no name.
Yeah. So these, small bit of material, dead easy to make.
Yeah, I think we touched on before. So basically, within each sort of pack, you'll get
enough to
one of
make a
those,
bag,
which is quite a large sort of wash bag, a medium bag, and then the bag with no name, the triangular bag that you'll get within those packs.
Also, if you don't want to get the pack and you've got most of the things that are already in it, apart from the oilcloth, we do these. So these are our remnant bags. These are amazing. You can make so many. You can make little tote bags, lunch bags, all sorts of things with these. But I'll just open one just so you can see what you actually get inside.
If anybody's got any queries as well on the video, if you want to leave your comments below, we'll try and answer them now while we're on live. If not, if you want to just leave a comment after it's gone, I will get back to you and answer those.
So we try and do a nice variety of fabrics in here. So you just get pieces, you know, so you'll easily get one of these bags out of this. That's the big bag as well. What else did we do last week? Oh, we did these last week in class. These little tote bags. If we get
enough sort of comments, if people want to look at that, we may look at doing another video. Joanne will probably kill me for that now, but we may do a video on how to make one of those bags.
So anyway, the amount of fabric you get in these, so the 2 kilo-ish bags, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just under 2 kilos.
I think they're £10.
This is, you know, we like to put, if you've got a small piece, we normally put 2 pieces in just so you can have a back and a front. So we've got that. This is a nice big piece. So we've got, what's that, 3. And then we've got the 4. Great little pencil cases with this. We could get a few out of that. And then we've got our bees, natural bees, very popular. Narvik, so this is just roughly the amount that you get in one pack. As you can see, you could just make so many. And
you may get some sneaky Oilcloth offcuts in there as well.
We do the Oilcloth in these packs. We also put these triangular pieces, but we always make sure that you've got 2 or 4 of each design. So if you're doing a purse, you know, a coin purse, little pouch, you've got plenty. You know, you'd easily get a pencil case out of something like this. Great for the kids. So that's that. And then we've got some of these. Goes on forever, this bag. Another one. Little kiddie design. Nice big piece. All that, and that's the off-cut packs.
Okay, yeah, is that everything?
Yep, yep. so hopefully it went well and you could hear properly. Like what Lee said, if you're not sure of how to do anything on there, we'll put everything in the packs, all the instructions will be in the packs, or they can watch the video again.
Yeah, the video will be on Facebook permanently. So
you can see me messing up my zip.
If any of you have got any comments or anything like that, just let us know. You know, this has been our first one. But yeah, if you want to see anything else done in this sort of time where we're going to be spending quite a lot of time at home, we're getting a lot of customers who are sort of certainly using this time constructively making stuff, then yeah, just let us know, and we'll try and put them together for you. But yeah, if you've got any feedback or anything, please let us know. And yeah, thanks for listening from me and from Joanne.
Happy sewing.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.